promised, I'm back to answer questions. Unfortunately, I took forever because I just got a call, an urgent consultation. So unfortunately, umuntu umegula serious, I have to stop what I'm doing and ngikhona ukuthi ngidile naleyo situation. But ke, in terms of the questions that I was being asked, ngikhona ukuthi ke ngiwaphendule manje. Ngizamile wona ukushuqula yize bengiwaxazisa. Anyway, so what was the other question that I was asked? I'm just trying to think. I actually need my laptop now. No, my Epiphania Baba, because he seems to have all my things on his phone. Epiphania Baba, no more Nick. Okay, so one of the other questions, ne, was, are you able to initiate in 3 months? And I don't know what to say to the question, because if ngitimina igobongo on its own is 3 months, there's no way you can initiate in 3 months. So please, ngicela nje ningayihluphi nje ukuthi kube khona into ekanjalo ukuthi ukhona umuntu angathwasa in 3 months. It's just not possible. All right, someone just asked me now, Togoza Gogo, what does it mean dreaming of my late mom passing away futhi ephupho? Okay, when you're gonna ask questions are general, right? Where you ask a basic question that can be given like a basic answer, so to speak, or a yes or no answer, or like a structured answer. Menzo when it comes to amaphupho, khona ama details agafunakale. For example, njoba uTsepiso ne ubuza ukuthi what does it mean dreaming of my late mom passing away futhi ephuphweni? It can be many things. What is happening? I need details. Do you just see her passing away, or do you see a situation and then her passing away? Or with her passing away, does she not look right? Like konizimo is dingalayo, or ama details adingalayo. Ukuhlaziya iphupho bazalwane, it's not as like, okay, I dreamt of a green snake. What does that mean? It means utuyatwasa. No, it doesn't. When you dream of the green snake, what is the green snake doing? What does a green snake look like? Is it big? Is it small? Is it walking with you? Does it look like it's attacking you? Ziningi izinto. When you ask for a dream interpretation, there's no basic. Uyabona? Udala ama details because into encane eshintsha incazelo yephupho. Uyabona? Angenza umzekelo, right? Khona ukuthi umuntu aphuphe ama-fruit, right? Aphuphe ama-fruit, aphuphe ama-veg, aphuphe iy'thelo nje zigcwele phambi kwakhe. Khona umuntu ophupha kanjalo ethi nje bengiphuphe ngigcwele iy'thelo phambi kwami, zizinhle nje sengathi ngaze ngizidle indlela ebezinhle ngayo, ngiphupha nje bekwa wonke amanhlobo ama-fruit and all of that. Nje chaza umuntu, that's a good dream. Uyabona, isikhathi esiningi uma uphupha ama-fruit kusuke kuyimbewu etshaliwe, meaning ukuthi khona umuntu ozithwele or okhulelwe, right? But then if you then say to me ngiphupha ama-fruit amaningi amahle, uyabo, and then ngayithatha i-fruit ngayidla, selishintshile manje iphupho, selithi alisasho ukuthi umuntu okhulelwe, selichaza ukuthi manje ubudliswa. Uyayibona? Kodwa umuntu umethi ngiphupha ama-fruit kuphela, leyo nto ayisho ngizothi mina shuthi khona okhulelwe. But akasashonga ukuthi ngidlile futhi la one of the fruits khona ngiyithathile ngayidla. So incazelo isishintshile. So you need to be watchful of that. Ukuthi nje iphupho libasic ufike usho into eyodwa. Uyayibona lento? It can cause ukuthi iphupho lakho ngingachazi ngendlela efanele ichazwe ngayo. Another thing, ukuphupha igebengu can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. Uphupha mhlambe kugqekezwe la uhleli khona. Uyabo, sometimes uma uphupha abantu bagqekeza idlozi lelo. Uyabo, lifuna ukungena. But sometimes usuke uphupha igebengu ezama ukungena ngempela izigqekeze. kodwa khona izinto ezishintshayo incazelo yalelo phupho ukuthi either lizochaza idlozi or lizochaza igebengu ngempela. Khona ama-details adingakalayo. So akufanele ukuthi nivele nisho amaphupho nje ukuthi ngiphuphe ngihle nenyoka, ngiphuphe ngibhude emanzini, sekucha ngiphuphe ngiselwandle sekusho ukuthi intwaso. No, we need details. That's why most yenu nizoyifaka nizobona seniphakathi ey'ntwaseni ningafanele ngoba iy'ncazelo zamaphupho enu azikho right, because none of the information you have given is not right. Okay, so today, not long ago, I was closing my windows in the house. I'm not sure, but I think I just saw an old woman wearing white church clothes. Okay. Angikho sure ukuthi ngithini kulokho, but ke I'm gonna move on. Thokoza mkhulu, ingabe ibangwa yini intoba emaphupheni ngoyika heights? Intaba. Oh, okay. Thokoza mkhulu, ingabe ibangwa yini intaba emaphupheni ngoyika ama-heights? So, yeah, when it comes to intaba, it can mean many things. Nakhona iphupho engaphelele. Or you just seeing intaba, because that may mean ukuthi fanele uye entabeni uyokhuleka khona, or it may mean that fanele uye entabeni wenzele ukhamba khona. Aliphelele gogo. Thokoza makhosi, is it good ukuthi whenever I dream of something attacking me, ngiyalwa ngiyishaye njalo kuze kuqhamuke ne-leopard izobaqedela njalo ngiyashaya nje mina? No, right. Trapom. Yabo, like how I tell people, ne, you need to understand something. The reason why into meyenzeka ephupheni iyenzeka nakwena uphila is because you also need to understand there is power in your dreams. That's why the first thing umuntu okusebenzayo ayenzayo kuwena ukuthi uyacindezela ukuthi lento edala i-sleep paralysis, ukuthi kube ngathi uparalyzed, akunyakazeki, akumuveki, ukufakela ngazi noma ukufakela ikhathazo noma ukufakela ukuthi nje ube ntekenteke, ube weak, ungakhona ukuthi unyakaze. Right? So leyo nto leyo isuke idalwa umuntu okusebenzayo ngoba wenzela ukuthi ungakhona ukuthi ulwe ephupheni. That's why kubalekile ukuthi ube umuntu oqinile spiritually, right? Uzijwayeze ukuthi umuntu either uyakhuleka noma uyaphahla, whatever that you need to do before ukuthi ulale. Mina the first thing mengilapha umuntu ne ngimnika izinto ziyahluka per person, yabo, but awusali umuthi wokugquma ebusuku ngaphambi ukuthi ulale. Ngenzela ukuthi kube khona ukuphunguka kwesisindo mowulele, uyabona, ukuze ukhona ukuthi it's almost like a way ukunika amandla kancane ukuze ukhona ukuthi ulona ulwe into ofanele uyilwe emaphupheni, ungabe usu 100% weak, uyabona, because umuntu uyagadla ngala wena uhleli awenzi lutho. Obviously you're going to be weak spiritually, so fanele uzifundise wena ukuthi fanele ngibe nezimo engizenzayo ukuze ngikhona ukuthi ngibe mandla mengilele. That's why mina mengazi ukuthi mhlambe ngikuhlolelile, ngiyabona ukuthi ubhekene nezimpi, ngakutshela ukuthi ngicela ngithathele ikhandlela elibovu, mozola ithela imhlophe neliyelo, lingasali elibovu, because elibovu lidila nezimpi zakho. So elibovu uyakhona ngisho ukubona mekhona into engekho right emoyeni endlini, uyabona, ikhandlela elibovu lizokhuluma. So you need to be mindful of that, ukuthi there is power in your dreams. So wena umuntu umelwa nawe noma efika eyisithe kuwena, mutrape, umshaye, ngisho noma kuthiwa uyigwala in real life, wazi ukuthi hayi umuntu mengasangisazempa manje ngavele ngiyihlalele, kodwa ephupheni awulona igwala, uyatrapa, uyashaya, uyalwa, uphenduka uJackie Chan, uphenduka uVan Damme, uyabona, because of the power that is within your dreams. Uyaba namandla, and fanele ukuthembe lokho ukuthi amandla khona. Okay, okay. Ugogo nokwanda. Thokoza Makhosi, is it good ukuthi whenever I dream of something attacking me? Okay, no, ngikhulumile leyo. Thokoza Gogo, bengisacela ukubuza ukuthi what does it mean if my ears constantly ring around sacred hours nezinye nezinyo nalo linkenkethe? Is that abalozi noma indlela abadala are trying to communicate? Okay, wangisiza yazi Andy Gumede, sihlobo sami Makhanye Gumede Nguni, phakathi kwayiqwaba khuzwayo yemna ngezitha. You actually asked something that I need to speak about. Okay, to answer you first, when I Andy Gumede, when it comes to teeth, ears, ringing, nothing can really fix that. The only thing that helps that situation is when usuzenzile into ofanele uzenze for abantu abadala, ne? Kuvaliwe ehokweni. Amanye uvale ehokweni. Yabo. When uzenzile izinto ofanele uzenze for abantu abadala, then you get to understand that communication. I think ngingaze ngenza umzekelo ngami ngathi mina khona la ngine gap khona. Niyabona? Anginazinyo lapho. But mase kuvuka idlozi or kuvuka lamathongo lawa anezitayela zawo, what happens? I-pain iqala la. Isho i-pain, and mengayilaleli leyo pain, it then starts to spread. And esikhathi esiningi leyo pain iqala ngoba I'm at a place sekudlulile isikhathi. Like if mhlambe asithi ngihambe ngawuvashela uma, right? Ngikamana mhlambe ngihambe la ngabo 4. Yabo ngihambela ngabo 4, ngabo 6 ngisala phaya, ngabo 7 ngisala phaya. Sebe ngibuza ukuthi awukanti angibuyini esigodlweni. So what happens? Qalela. If ngilokhu ngihleli mina ngingalaleli ayilisho ke inkenketho all over. So ibone sebe ngitshela ukuthi bangidinga esigodlweni. Bangidinga endumbeni yami. So I've come to understand noma mekuthi khona into engekho right efuna ukwenzeka. Kuqala la ipain. So I mean I've come to understand ukuthi when my people communicate through pain, kusokwenze njani mekula. La endlebeni abantu bama basakhuluma ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi benze indleba yami ukuthi inkenkethe oyiringe. I don't do that anymore. But when I'm sitting with somebody ongayenzile into yakhe abantu abadala, and mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi especially if lo muntu uhlushwe intwaso, iyaqala indlebe yami iyaperform. Yabo. So you need to understand ukuthi leyo pain leyo iqhamukapi, but it's them just trying to communicate to you. So when you initiate or when you do into zakho zethongo, then you come to understand ukuthi njobe bekhuluma nje yini bafuna ukuthini kanjani and so forth. So you get to understand your people. It's like mothandana nomuntu yazi ukuthi umuntu wakho namhlanje akekho right yini engabi right. Oh hayi kushuthi khonto emsebenzini noma oh khona into sizoxabana. Yeah, khona into emsebenzini noma yabo usuyazi into kanjalo. But you mentioned something about ukuthi is it abalozi or whatever. The khona habits kulabantu benu abanilaphayo enibahambayo wrong enfanele ningayilaleli. The only thing I could possibly tell you, nakhona, because I think I've done videos mentioning ukuthi not everybody is supposed to be initiating. Not everybody is supposed to twasa. Khona ukuthi umuntu unabantu abadala, yes, uname not ukuthi unedlozi, but unabantu abadala fanele igobongo, but then kuphakanyiswe after seqeda ugobongo kukhona ukuthi kufocus kwisithunywa sakhe ngoba fana abe umthandazi. Khona umuntu owumthandazi elihamselana nethongo, not idlozi. So you need to understand that there's ithongo, there's idlozi. There's a very distinct difference. Yabona. Ithongo ilabantu ohamba nabo abadala. Umekuthiwa umuntu unabantu abadala kusokhulunywa ngethongo. Umuntu mekukhulunywa ngedlozi kusuke kukhulunywa ngenye into. It's a spirit that is specific to you. So ilabantu that makes me umkhulu usibanibani, umkhulu usibanibani nomkhulu usibanibani. Right? Because ngihamba namandla awu-3 mina nesalukwazi esisodwa. So njengoba nguhadebe esifuni bese ngimkhulu usibanibani nomkhulu usibanibani nomkhulu usibanibani. Yabo, it's because of idlozi lami, amadlozi ami lawo. These are my people that are specific to me. Those are the people that abangiphi ikhwama abathi no wena njoba usebenza njengenxa yami, njoba uphiwa ukuthi ngenxa yami. Ithongo is a whole nother thing. It's those people that communicate to you abaqale bakuyise entwaseni. Ilaba abafike baxwayisa uthi hey mntanami uhamba namadlozi wena. Hamba uyothwasa la uyakhona. Yabo. Those are the people. I don't know why I'm hearing voices right now. It's weird. But ilabo bantu laba abakwenza ukuthi ukhona ukuthi uphume endlini bakushukumise abakwenza ukuthi uhambe uyohlola. Amathongo ke lawo. Thina when we speak of amathongo sikhuluma monza umuntu ngobongo amandiki namandawo. So amakhehla nogogo ohamba nawe wena. Those are family ancestors. Those are the people oqala ubajabulisa kuqala because no matter what happens they are always with you. Idlozi lakho njengoba ngishilo ekuqaleni ukuthi kubuye livuke itayela lithi yazini I'm not happy so I'm just going to be silent. Uyabona. Whereas like it's like umzali uma wakho ngeke aza kubuka uhlupheka ekhona. Uyabona. So what does your mom do? Udecide ukuthi athi akusungise ethi vuka mntanami isikhathi ukuthi uhambe uyowenza ukuthi manje. Vuka mntanami isikhathi ukuthi kube nje. Mebona ukuthi khona abangani bakhe abangekho right azame ukuthi abachithe empilweni yakho noma lokho exwayisa ngabo. Amathongo ke lawo. That's what they do. They are your protectors. They are your ministers. Njoba umuntu esuka njoba kusekhona ipresident ukuthi no khona ipresident noma nginenkosi bese kuba khona izinduna zakhe. Uyabona into kanjalo khona ipresident bese kuba khona ama minister. Mina I prefer that example because ko minister kunomuntu minister of health, kuno minister of finance, kuno minister of police. Usho nje shona minister of police. Yeah, well, yeah, minister of police. Yabo. So mina ngichaza kanjalo because kwamathongo akho khona uzoba minister of finance ilo ubheka ukuthi ichingi ihlezi ikhona yini imali kumnotho yabo ilo ubhekelela umnotho wakho uyabo. Oh no minister of housing, no minister of agriculture. Minister of agriculture ubheka ukuthi udlile yini na ukuthi kukhona yini izithelo khona izitshalo khona ukuthi ukhona ukuthi uphile. Minister of housing ilo ubheka ukuthi ukhuselwapi. Ikephi la ofihla khona ikhanda. Yabo ilo wenza sure ukuthi unendawo. You have a home. Minister of police inkabe yakho le. Ile efika ihamba iyotrapa abantu abakujwayela kabi abarongi abazoletha impi egcekeni. So that's amathongo. Those are your protectors. Those are your people that play a different role in your life. And ibona ababalekile, not ukuthi they're more important, but they play a bigger role because abavamisile ukukulahla. Molahla amathongo bawazi ukuthi avu wrong empilweni. Khona into wrong oyenzile noma oyenzayo. That's why umuntu afika athi ngithwetshuliwe okwenza ukuthi but uma uhamba somewhere basalibona idlozi. It's because abantu bangaganga ngamathongo akho kodwa umuntu kunzima ukuthi agange ngedlozi lakho. Into enzima leyo because idlozi liyacasha liyasifihla up until it's comfortable enough to show up. So when it shows up you need to be wary. That's why sometimes kuthiwa boyigada izinto oyikhulumayo moyikhuluma through idlozi because idlozi lineimfihlo zakho ejulile. Yabona in terms of the you that is you. So rewinding back, umuntu ozokutshela ukuthi wena fanele uthwasa umlozi That makes no sense. Nginabelozi mina. Ngikhuluma into enginayo. Nginabelozi. And umlozi awuvela uyomthwasa nje. Because abelozi, right? Abelozi kuthiwa amakhosi aphezulu. Nangukurabisha esengisukela. Ngicela uyobheka le nto eyenzeka emnyango. Baby, hlala wena. Ngicela uyobheka le nto eyenzeka emnyango. Cha, izinja zabalapha ezenzakalayo right now. Anyway, yeah, so umlozi ne mongase uhambe manje uye emakethe lele dayisa imithi where you in Joburg, Mpumalanga, wherever you are in Durban. Uye emakethe ufike uthi ngicela ukuhamba labelozi. Alukho. There is no such thing. No, alukho labelozi. No, alukho. Le generally wayidlala ngawe shabalala. Mina, I've dreamt, and you know this. Oh, okay, baby. Why then are you not like exercising? Uyayikha phezulu buka manje sicabanisa mkhaya. Uyikha phezulu ayichazi ngani lento oyishoyo. Ayichazi ngani. Why uyikha kanjalo? Because then it sounds like you're disagreeing with me. No, yes. When ichaze lento oyishoyo. Just like nami bengichaza bengizoyichaza lento engiyishoyo. Ichaze lento oyishoyo. Usil, ushiyiphi la bese uyahamba. Okay. Anyway, so alukho ukhamba labelusi. What my husband was saying, was saying was khona bazothi likhona. But ukhamba labelozi it's specific to umlozi ohamba nawo. Khona abantu abalozi abahlala emgedeni, right? Emgedeni or empophomeni, right? So impophoma it comes majority of the time it will come with the cave next to it. So that cave khona abantu abanabalozi balapho in that specific kind of place. Khona umuntu abe nomlozi wasentabeni. Alright? Bese khona umuntu abe nomlozi wase Lwandle noma Emfuleni, one of the two. Lwandle or Emfuleni, one of the two, right? So umlozi ke wakho number 1 ukhamba la khona fanele uvuswe lapho at that specific place where umlozi wakho ahlala khona or where umlozi wakho avuswa khona, right? And umlozi wakho there are like imithi ethakwayo lapho ezochaza ukuthi no mina ngidinga umuthi ukuthi kuze khona ukuhlangana ukuhamba lami, and then uzotshelwa nesilwane ofanele usihlabe for lo mlozi, whether inkomo or mhlape uthola ukuthi omunye uzothi ngifuna imbuzi, but most of the time uzobe inkomo. Right, because they are a power on their own. So kurare ukuthi afuna imbuzi, but I think with everything when it comes edlozini uyakhona ukuthi usho ukuthi anginawo amandla ukuthi ngicela ukubambisa ngembuzi or whatever, right? So uthatheke leyo nto uthathe lo khambi kwenziwe lo khambi. Umuntu ozokuvusa ozokuphakamisela abelozi bakho umuntu naye osebaphakamisile abelozi bakhe. Mina abelozi bami ngakabaphakamisi. I've only been given imithi 3 that ezowenza ukuhamba lami. I haven't been given the rest, and they started giving me umuthi 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, 2021, 2020, 2019. So 2019 ngaqala ngathola umuthi wokuqala. 2020 ngathola esibili. Yeah, 2019, 2020, and then actually I got 2 in 2020. Sorry, I got 2. So it's 3 in meat. Right, and most likely I will get the remaining ones either every year or in the next 5 years. Angazi. Because umlozi naye masesebenza ufuna ukuba yedwa isikhathi esiningi, ufuna ukuthi umakhele indlu yakhe azokhona ukuthi asenze kuyona, or uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe ube nenhlanhla akhona ukuthi asebenze namakhosi akho, amakhosi lawo osuku wathwasela. It just depends ukuthi uhamba nomlozi onjani. Okay, so there are processes. So umuntu ozoza kumina uzoba nomlozi ohambiselana nalo wami ophakanyiswa ngalendlela mina wami ophakanyiswe ngayo, uyabo, so that nami ngizomnika into enginayo and into esengine-experience yayo ukuthi okay, wena njengoba ufike kumina umlozi wakho, mona make an example, mhlawumbe wasehlathini. Alright, ehlathini sizoya khona ngesikhathi esiwukuthi, there's specific times ukuthi isikhathi sokuthi ngizofika laphana ngenza ukuthi. So if at my age, njengoba ngimncane ngingitshela iminyaka yami, but ngimncane kuye khona umuntu ongangami specifically kuthiwa hayi wena fanele uthwase umlozi, akho ukuthi wena fanele uthwase umlozi. Everybody needs an initiation azoma ngayo ethi mina ngukuthi, yabo, whether ngithwase uThokoza or ngithwase uMakhosi or ngithwase uCamagu, whatever engiyithwasile ngizoma ngayo le until kuze kufikelela isikhathi la ngifanele ngiphakamise khona umlozi wami. That's why entwaseni kuthiwa intwasa ayipheli, uhlezi ugcwalisa, uyagcwalisa ukuthi okay manje sekudinga ukuthi ngi-ede into ewukuthi ngibese ngiyayi-eda-ke into ewukuthi, manje sekufikelela isikhathi ukuthi fanele ngi-ede into ewukuthi, manje sengi-ede into ewukuthi. That's what it is. Akukho ukuthi ngithwasela ekhaya ungathwasa la ekhaya ke sengiyasuka la ekhaya ke sengiye eGoli sengiyothwasa into ukuthi ngiqale phansi impande. Umakhosi doesn't change, uyabona. The things that you guys get told that aren't true, ukugcwalisa hayi ukuthi uqale phansi intwaso. Intwaso, you do not do it again, because how can I as an ancestor ngiguqele wena? As an ancestor, it doesn't work like that. Ngiyohlezi ngiguqela ugobela wami, of which mina ke I no longer have that, yabo. Even though I do, you know, respect other, you know, ancestors that are older than me, ngikhona ukuthi ngigobe ngithobe, because at the end of the day, whoever is your elder, you must forever know ukuthi uyogoba uziyofa, ugobela an elder, but not ukuthi uqale phansi as umuntu who's uMakhosi, uqale phansi njengami ngithwasile ngaphothula ngiqale phansi ngiyogobela my husband uthwasa uThokoza, for example, yena uthwasa uThokoza, ngiqale phansi ngiye kwimpande yakhe ngiyoguqela yena ngithwase as if I'm somebody who's starting from scratch, who's never initiated. Akusebenzi kanjalo. The person that you go, that's why the thing yakobela is so important, ijulile, because ugobela wakho is the person that will fulfill each and every stage that, you know, ofika kuyona ancestrally, because bakuyisa umuntu who will have everything you have. Mina njengoba nguMakhosi nga-initiate uMakhosi, and I also have umdawu lewo Thokoza. That's why I wear this hlali that I have. Actually, there's another one engiyikhumulile. So mina, instead of going and phansi ngiyo-initiate umdawu, they will gcwalisa me the way they've done. There are things you know, you build a network of people, you ask questions, and the things that I've seen in my dreams have reflected ukuthi have reflected ngizokuphendula manje mkhulu, have reflected ukuthi bayangithwasisa leyo nto leyo, so that I don't have to, because unfortunately I don't have a gobela, but benzela ukuthi umntwana ozofika kumina ozodinga uMakhosi kuqala and then adinga umdawu, I already have that and I can give it to them as ukugcwalisa, not as initiating it njengothokoza initiated. It's different for us as omakhosi, because nokuhlola namathambo, ngiphiwa amathambo, I've collected them as they have shown me in the dreams, uthi ufanele uthole ukuthi uhambe uyolwandle uzofica ukuthi, and I get there ngifica leyo nto. So they've shown me how, like, each step, yabo. And then once that step is finalized, khona ithwasa lami ezothi ma ngidinga ukuthi. And because the people would be ready, because now they see ukuthi no, umzali wethu edlozini or lo sikhulisayo edlozini useyenzile into ukuthi manje kusengayenza, uyabo. So you can only give what you have. So nami njoba ngumakhosi, the first thing I will give a person ofika like hi is ubukhosi. Once I've given them ubukhosi and I've completed umdawo wami the way I need to complete it, then I can give that element to them. Ngoba nami sengikhonjisiwe yona, sengenzile as they required. And then from there, mase sekufika isikhathi ukuthi ngenze nomlozi, khona ithwasa lami mhlampe liyofika lithi ngeke ma ngidinga umlozi ngiphuphu, futhi hayi ukuthi uzothi udinga umlozi, khona amaphupho azoba nawo that will indicate no, your people are communicating this. So asambeke manje siyokhuphula umlozo wakho. You don't just go from 0 to 1,000 in a matter of months or a year or 2 years. Imoya ithatha isikhathi. Each spirit needs to be fulfilled the way it needs to be fulfilled. Khona umsebenzi ufana uqhubeka ngendlela ufana uqhubeka ngayo. That's why ngisho ukuthi mina kubalekile idlozi nesithunywa sakho usiphakamise kanye kanye. Because there'll come a time where idlozi lakho is tired and it wants to rest. Isithunywa though siyakhona ukuthi siqhube umsebenzi ungami. Noma uthola ukuthi isithunywa isona sikhathele sithi no, I need a break, I need to breathe. So then idlozi lakho liqhube umsebenzi. Imoya yakho iyalekelelana, it comes in stages ukuthi this for the next 10 or 15 years sisebenza ngobukhosi. After 15 years, the next 5 years we are working ngomlozi, or for the next 20 years we are working on whatever. In khona into ozofa uyisebenzisa uthi hayi so yongena esigodini nje uthola ukuthi uzulapha ngomlozi kuphela. And there are some people that die bengakaze bayiphakamise imlozi yabo, because they were never meant to ukuyiphakamisa. It was just there. And uthola ukuthi every now and again bezweke ukukhala ikhwela, but it's just there. So labantu benenihambe kubona umuntu afika athi unabelozi nesithunywa. That's not an initiation. An initiation ukuthi ubonakala ukuthi ufanele uthwase uthokoza, ufanele uthwase ubumakhosi noma ufanele uthwase ucamako. But futhi nakhona that lies in your dreams. There are things that people that esengibahlolelile, they know the questions I've asked them, because the questions I've asked, I need them to complete nami lento engiyibonayo ukuthi lento engiyibonayo iyona yini. So I need to correlate information. Lento engiyibonayo fanele correspond nalento oyiphuphayo noma lento okhonjiswa yona noma lento otshelwa yona ukuthi no iyahambiselana. Njoba mina ngiphupha umakhosi or ngiphupha ufake into kanje kanje kanje, okuchaza ukuthi no wena ufanele uthwasa umakhosi. Mengiphupha ugcoba umhlophe ugqoka ezimhlophe or whatever, like khona amaphupha akhona akhombisa ucamako, then I know ukuthi no wena ucamako, yabona. There are things that need to be clear. Khona ningeke niyithole kuyintwaso ezi-wrong. Because to say to someone ukuthi unabalozi nesithunywa, that's not an initiation, that's umoya. And umoya umuntu ufana azibonelele yena, not uthatshelwe yimina. Njengabantu abanitshela amadlozi enu ukuthi idlozi lakho ukhokho ukuthi. No bazalwane, I can't tell you that it's your grandfather, umkhulu wakho uGatsheni or umkhulu wakho uMakhanya, that's your ancestor. No. And futhi ke most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm wrong. If I tell you something like that, I'm wrong. Because idlozi lakho aliyona supermodel alihambe li-advertise yonke indawo. Lithi I'm here, you know, I'm so and so. It doesn't do that. That's why menginethwasa, I beg. I'm like, khuphuka ndlondlo, khuphuka dlozi. Uzitshela ukuthi ubani. I beg. I'm like, no. I want to know this ancestor. I want to know who you are. So every time I do something, I'm like, yes. Okay, Gamzalwan, who are you? I do that because I know I'll very show up. So these people abanhlolelayo yonke leyo nto bese nifike mina nithi mina ngumkhulu bani ukhokho wami ukuthi ukhokho yini? Do you even know what ukhokho is? Because some people don't even know what yini ukhokho. Because the one thing I can tell you for free as a fact, umkhulu wakho lo shone last week is not your ancestor, is not idlozi lakho. ugogo wakho lo shone last month is not idlozi lakho. Idlozi uzalwa nayo. You are born with it. As you are formulated in the wound. In the wound. Obheke kubaleka ngisho isingisi ngoba bayasangana abantu. Okay, as you are formulated esibelethweni sama wakho, already unabantu abangibozile abathi wena uyozalwa ngenkani. Njoba uzalwa azukuthi umbethwe idlozi. Idlozi lakho lizonza umsebenzi ukuthi noma likukanje, like there are people that are there with you discussing this as you are formulated in the womb. So mawuzalwa nje wena uzalwa nje hawu idlozi liphambili likhona. That's why umuntu onedlozi history ende okukhombisayo ukuthi unedlozi. It's not something eqale last week. Like how people be like, likuvuke nini idlozi? What do you mean lingivuke nini idlozi? Or are you asking ukuthi when did I realize ukuthi nginedlozi? Not ukuthi livuke nini. Yabo, or not ukuthi livuke nini, but lingene nini. Akhonto engenayo. This is not a possession. People need to stop thinking this is a possession. You are not possessed. Uzalwa nayo lento. Uphuma nje uphuma esiswini sama wakho unayo. That's why you'll find there are babies ayifaka ubuhlalo uthola ukuthi ingane izelwe nje ina 3 days isifaka ubuhlalo omhlophe ngoba there are things that are happening to that baby that are showing ukuthi no lo mntwana lo nedlozi, so protect this child now because there are things that are going to be coming after it. Anyway, sidlulele kwezinye izinto. Kusho ukuthini ukuphupha undiza ezintabeni? Yo bazalwane, please ngiyanicela ukukhulu ukuze thoba ngicela kungibuza izinto with no context. No context. Thokoza gogo, nginobizo kodwa ugobela engiboniswa yena angimtholi. Ngiyaphahla and pray but uthuli. Sometimes, okay, bazalwane, you need to understand this. Sometimes by the time you are ready to go initiate, ungathola ukuthi the reason why awukhonjisa ugobela ngoba ugobela wakade washona. Just because wena at 31, at 32, at 40, at 50, you are now ready to take on your calling, doesn't mean now your calling is ready to take you on. So nje lento ukuthi uyitshela ukuthi masu you at a certain age, lo muntu lo ofanele akwenzele ukuthi usakhona ukulindile mhlawumbe ade wazishonela. Mina when I was 16 I kept on having the same dream of umuntu, hayi ukuthi kwakumuntu oyifana ngithwasiswa umuntu ofanele angimisela ukuhamba. Kwakufanele angimisela ukuhamba angilaphe. And by the time sengiready ungena entwaseni or sengirealizeile ukuthi ifanele ngene entwaseni, lo baba lo wayeseshonile. Like I literally heard he died. I think it was a year before ngaqala inkambazana. Yeah, it was a year before ngaqala inkambazana. Ngezwe kuthiwa lo baba useshonile. After I kept on dreaming about him for years. I kept on having the same dream, I think for like 2 years straight, and looking phupha lo baba lo. Not necessarily futhi yena indawo kuyo, and when I realized who was there, he was no longer there. So sometimes ugobela ungathola ukuthi wena usuready ukwenza into zakho, yena akasekho emhlabeni. Phela siyashona bazalwane, siyashona nathi. Sabantu amagugu ayangqongqoza, siyaculelwa nathi amagugu sihambeke nomoya engcwele. So that's why some people suffer and not find ogobela. Beloke bethi I've been waiting for 2 years, or I've been waiting for a year and looking phahlile and akaveli. Sometimes they're just not there. That's why when you find somebody that has everything you have, and that ohamselana nomoya wakho, because sometimes you will find ugobela when you go your consultant uthola ukuthi khona into ezothi stay, and not that gobela. I've never told an initiate ukuthi wozuzothwasa noma no fanele uthwase, like akekho umuntu yo that person can come forward. I've never told anybody ukuthi fanele uzothwasa la ekhaya. Even noma kuthiwa ngiyambona ethwasa la ekhaya, I'm just like, let's just like take it slow. Let's pump brakes. Let's get all the confirmations that we need. And sometimes ngibona ukuthi no, lo into yakhe yaphuthuma, let me just, follow through. But ngibona ukuthi I can still buy time and we just make sure that all the stars are aligned the way I need. Then bese ngiyamthatha kumuntu. Yabo. But I don't be like, laba gobela bena bethi fanele uzothwasa la, yabo nje ila ekhaya la ufanele uthwasa. No. Because ayikho into kumina esho ukuthi fanele ngithwase la ekhaya. So why must you tell me ukuthi fanele ngithwase la ekhaya? Ngeke ngitshelo wena. Mina, it's my people. That's why I ask people. Ngisuke hayi ngoba nakho ngisola into engizoyikhuluma nabantu engibahlolelayo, nabantu abanamadlozi, abantu abahlushwa amadlozi. But I ask them ukuthi, if ufuna ukuthwasa la ekhaya, qala uyifune kuwena kwabantu bakho. Don't just because ubona ukuthi ngifica ngi-nice, ngi-right, ubona ukuthi I'm not going to abuse you and my kids are great. And then like, because you like my kids, and then ufuna ukuzothwasa lana. No. You must initiate where your spirit says, I'm okay here. If your spirit feels right here, that's where you initiate. Yabona. So ndiyafana inyaka lento yenu ukudlala lezi ngoma zenu ezithi fanele uzothwasa la ekhaya. Ayikho into ekubophelayo kumuntu. Yabo. That's why nami umuntu mase sengasathwasi la equita, ngiyamblock. Ngimblockela ukuthi vela ayikho into ebisibophelene. Njoba wena nje, if you message me or whatever, awusatholi ngiblockile. Know that about me. Ublock nje baze bahleke laba bakhona bathi hayi Gobs. Khona ungibiza ngoGobs. Othi Gobs, uyablockana shame ulala epassage. Angilali shame epassage. Ngiyablock. Because angifuni ukuthi masusushawa izinto ezikushayile lapha nicansi ukuthi uzobuya la uzongcolisa isigodlo sami. No thanks. Okay. Thokoza gogo ukuphupha usemfuleni ucoshe crystal stones colorful kusho ukuthini? Oh bazalwane. Okay. When you have the dreams that you will have that have no direction, that need other dreams ukusekela le osunayo manje. Like, you need to understand how deep lento yamaphupho is. That's why mina ngikaze ngimnike umuntu i-dream interpretation wrong. I don't guess. If I'd rather say, let's not interpret it now than to give you into engezikusiza ngalutho. There are dreams that you'll have. That's why you'll have people told ukuthi umuntu uphuphe kathathu in one night or uphuphe kawu-4. Masusuwabheka lamaphupho akhe wonke, they are linked. One dream has led to the other dream that has led to the other dream that has led to the final dream. Uyabona. Sometimes you'll have a dream namhlanje and then uphuphe linye next week. Lela namhlanje lilinke lela next week. Some of us, our ancestors don't communicate in a very functional way. That's why it's important to understand your ancestors. Ukuthi bakhuluma kanjani, bakhuluma nini, bakhuluma masekwenze njani. Uyabona. And then that's why I even ask some people, ukuthi if you want me to interpret your dreams, gather your dreams, wonke lawa, like uwabhale, atu phupha ubhale, noma wenze voice recording. Mina I prefer wenze voice recording, right? Ngenze voice recording amaphupho, ngikhona ukuthi mase ngiwaqoqela amaphupho ke bese ngiyaqala ngiyahlaziya ke kahle ukuthi kwenzakalani ngempela. Because sometimes you have iphupho njenge-move, khona part 1 no part 2 no part 3 sometimes. Uyabona? Njengo-John Wick. Khona i-John Wick 1 or 2 or 3. And ishame uyakhipha. Uyabona ukuthi no. Ilink eyenzeka la yinkulu. It's not just about leya nja yakhe efile. I don't know why I like John Wick, guys. Ngiyawuthanda action. Anyway, okay, next. Okay, Thokoza Gogo, I dream of meeting a lady, I think it was Michael Bella, in the mall, in the streets. When I see her, I always have my bags in hand, and she's so surprised that I know about her. Does it indicate something? If you know her, find her, or if you can find her, then just find her, and then ukhulume naye uzwe ukuthi umoya wakho uthini. You will know from then ukuthi whether umoya wakho ufuna ukuba laphayana or not. Yabo. Thokoza gogo, ngisacela ungichazela ngamakhosi aphezulu. Amakhosi aphezulu abelozi. So okay. All right. So ngichazeke lento abelozi kahle ne. There's a reason why I haven't done a video about them, even though I've been asked so many times. Abelozi or abalozi or abanye bababiza amakhosi aphezulu, they are very complex and different. Uyabona, akufani nentwaso. Okay, uthola ukuthi khona intwaso yakacamako, khona intwaso yamakhosi, khona intwaso yothokoza. Uyayibona, ayifani. It's not like that. Abelozi, it's a specific type of spirit, and the specific type of spirit is different for everybody. Khona abantu abanabelozi basemanzini, kube khona abantu abanabelozi basehlathini, kube nabantu abanabelozi basemgedeni, right? Labelozi lebo they bakhuphulwa ngendlela engafani. Uyabona, and that's why ngisho mina ngokwami, ningahambi ningiqhatha nezangoma zenu, ngisho ngokwami ukuthi these people don't function the same way. So indlela abazokhuphula ngayo ngeke izifane. That's why ukhamba lawo alukho ukhamba labelozi. And if there was, you can't, it's like intwaso, you can't give umuntu ofana thosuto ukhamba lamakhosi, because it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. That's why you first need to understand ukuthi umlozi wakho owakephi, and only they can tell you that. And uyabona ukuthi mosendaweni ukuthi kwenzeka ukuthi, uyabona, futhi ukwazi lokho mase sekufikelela isikhathi. That's why I explained ukuthi with me umlozi wami has come and given me imithi ewu-3, and I've looked for le mithi, and there's no such umuthi, there's no such. Yabo, igama lala banginike lona akuyona le mengiye endaweni yemithi ngithi ngicela ukuthi bathi hayi ngeke siyazi lo muthi, which means ukuthi mase su complete ukhamba labo, they will show me ga1 ukuthi lo muthi ade susho nakho, lo muthi ade susho nakho, lo muthi ade susho nakho. Uthola ukuthi imithi eyaziwayo, but because lento yimfihlo, they will not give me names of imithi that are in plain sight, like ukuthi if I go to inyanga ukuthi mengithi umuthi ukuthi izowazi ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani. They won't do that, because umlozi wakho uyimfihlo and uzophakanyiswa ngendlela ofanele uphakanyiswe ngayo. And then when you have spiritual children, or if you go to uyothwasisa ugobelo othile, umlozi wakho will be able to ukuthi uphakanyiswe uyena, because naye lo muntu okuyena unomlozi. Mhlambe ukhona ukuphakamisa umlozi wakho because umlozi wakho or amakhosi aphezulu akho aphakanyiswa the same way awakhe aphakanyiswa ngayo. So these people are very complex, and that's why isikhathi esiningi there are people that die bangakaze bayiphakamise amakhosi aphezulu, because there are people that are not meant ukulapha ngabo or ukusebenza ngabo. Sometimes you just have it because it's in your bloodline. Uyabo, kusegazini into ekhona within into yakini kahle kahle. Uyabo, nengane oyizalayo uthola ukuthi izoba nomlozi. Uyabona. So it's that kind of thing. Like, for example, umkhwenyana wami ne, ugogo wakhe wayelapha ngabelozi. And then obviously there were complications there, because wayengayihlabanga inkomo, I think wahlaba imbuzi or something, and umuntu owayefanele akhiphe inkomo was uShabalala's great grandfather. Uh, yeah, because it was his grandmother, so great grandfather. So ubaba kagogo wakhe kwakuthiwa uyena ofanele akhiphe inkomo emhlophe, ya yokuphelelisa abelusi, or ukukhona ukuthi qedelelwa whatever the process was, and he didn't do that. So then they left, and then baye kukhala emsamo, yabona into, and she never lapped again after that. She never lapped again. But ugogo wakhe unabelusi, uma wakhe unabelusi, uShabalala unabelusi, because it's something that's within his family line. So khona ukuthi uma wakhe uShabalala akaze abaphakamise abelusi, akaze abenzela lutho abelusi bakhe, uyabona. Let's hold that thought. Ufunani? Why are you here? Move here. Okay. So uma wakhe akaze abaphakamisa abelusi bakhe, uyabona. uShabalala, I don't know if he's gonna get to a point where fanele abaphakamise abelusi bakhe. It's just different for everybody. It's different. So it's understanding that ukuthi, are my balozis called to work, or do I just have them because I have them? Manje inkinga ukuthi, as abalaphi lento lena, it's like manipulation, uyabona. We it's almost like people want you to feel some type of way, so that when you're gonna feel like into yakho izolunga la, uyabona. So what people do is lento engingisho ukuthi mina umuntu mefika kumina ethi ngitsheliwe ukuthi nginamandla, ngithi maphi amandla akho ke la otshelwa ngawo. And it's no disrespect, but it's that you need to understand, uyangena wena entwaseni awunamandla, and nami anginamandla. The people abanamandla are my people, and I first need to do everything that they require in order for them to show amandla abo. You can't, as a healer, utshela umuntu ukuthi ay avunamandla. Khona abantu that try to do that so that uzofila ngathi ya yabo nje bengangimonazeli, uyabona amandla ami ufuna nje prosperation, ufika lapha nakucindezela umuntu. Like there are things that it's almost like Twani blowing smoke up your ass. Kusho njalo ngesingisi ukuthi khona abantu that will blow smoke up your ass. Yabo umuntu akhype up. Yabo njalo abantu abathanda ukuthi avudansa kodwa uthola ukuthi masusudansa phambi kwabantu abangakwazi abayibona into oyenzayo. Or uthola labantu abaya kwi-idols bayo audition kodwa abakwazi ukucula. Mase sebuza ukuthiwa uzalani la uzo-audition, athi ekhaya bebehlezi bengitshela ukuthi ave ngicula, kodwa kini bebeqombela amanga, uyabona. That's why ufika umuntu afika laphana axakeke edlozini, afika laphana axakeke edlozini, abona izinto zakhe zingalungi, abona ngathi wena ongamenzeli kahle. Kanti it's not because of that. You need to into esedlozini iyancengwa, yo uguqa uzukhathala ukuguqa. Idinga umuntu onokubekezela and understand ukuthi just because sengenile entwaseni, it doesn't mean all of a sudden ngizobe millionaire. And khona abanye abantu abadala ukuthi fanele baqale badlule ebunzimeni in order for them to unlock umnotho wabo. You need to understand ukuthi njengoba ngithwaseleni, ngithwasela ukusebenza noma ngithwasela abantu bami ukuthi bafuna nje ukuthi ngithwase and then ngiqhubeke ngiyoyisebenzela kamasipala. Some people are built for that. Khona abantu abakhela ukuthi nje umuntu uzosebenza umlungu, or asebenzele ukuthi athole ilona ban pay slip. Khona umuntu odalela ukuthi nje uzothwasa kodwa aqhubeka ayothola i pay slip. Khona umuntu odala ukuthi uzothwasa alapha abantu. Khona umuntu obizela umhlahlo ukuthola ukuthi uzohlola kuphela, hayi ukuthi uzolapha, uzohlola. And now you get initiates and bayahlupha because they think ukuthi they've got all this power, but where's your power? Where is your power? You can't let somebody tell you how powerful you are. No one can tell you how powerful you are. Amadlozi akho akukhombisayo ukuthi cha bamandla. Mina ngingisinde entweni ngithi yo shit damn it. Ngisinde kanjani la? Yabo. I don't know, like nginomntwana wedlozi ongibiza ngenkanyamba. And I laugh at that. I'm like, uyithatha le nto uthi hayi uyinkanyamba. But angiyazi mina leyo nto. Because at the end of the day, if uzothatha into uyivumela ukuthi ingene engqondweni yakho bese uyitshela ukuthi wena uBeyonce ube uyi-artist efufusayo usenkingeni. You always need to humble yourself and learn all you can and not tell yourself you are here when you are here. Edlozini uyagoba, uthobe, wamukela umthetho, u-understand yonke into ofanele u-understand, and then ilona ezokukhuphula. Ngeke uzutshela abantu futhi ukuthi uyakhuphuka. Uzobona ngezenzo ukuthi cha yazini ngiyakhuphuka. And it's not for you to go and tell everybody, because nalapho idlozi avelibukisa lifike likubeke la anqena ukuthi livele nje uphasha ngathi awukwazi ube la uvela ube la. That's why I tell people ukuthi learn to adjust. Learn to adjust. Ungabe ufike endaweni bese uyanyeza lapho or uzenza bougie. Like there are things that I'm very bougie about, but I'm like I know when to not bring out that bouginess and shut it down, because at the end of the day, idlozi lithathe likubeka kuwo noma imaphi ama environment. That's why for me intoso yami is the same. Ukuthi we millionaire or umuntu on a pay slip, intoso will be the same. Intoso will be the same. I don't charge a person based on ukuthi lo millionaire, lo ne pay slip, lo usebenza umlungu, lo usebenza kitchen. It doesn't matter. Kunalokho ngize ngi-adjust ngibuye ngicabangela umuntu mengibona ukuthi lo muntu lo udonsa kanzima. But you always have to understand that idlozi ilona elizhlahlela indlela. Don't let these people blow smoke up your ass bese ufika laphana wena unama expectation ukuthi ave uzosebenza edlozini. Khona abantu abangadelelwanga ukusebenza edlozini, and that's okay. Ubizo lwabo. Khona umuntu odala ukuthi ave hlola. Mina there are people I've been around abahlola into exa kusathane. Umuntu akuhlola hey akuthatha lokho ekubekile nje, lokho ekubekile nje, lokho ekubekile nje, and you're like yo. But futhi be wary of khona abantu abahlolayo umuntu azokutshela ngonyaka ozalwe ngayo. Hey ayikho leyo nto, ngeke ungitshele ukuthi ngizalwe ngomuphi unyaka. Akutshela unyaka nenyanga neday. Akutshela i-ID number yakho. Lies, can't. Idlozi alinaso leso sikhathi sokudlala. Alinaso nje isikhathi sokudlala. Idlozi alibhoreki ku-ID number yakho. You need to watch out for those things. Just like umuntu okhona ukuhlola azaqede akuthathe ka A akubeke ku Z, khoni akakhoni. Khona umuntu ophiwa ukuthi akuhlole ngendlela ejulile, but hayi ukuthi naye uzokuhlola aqede because usebenza ngedlozi. Idlozi lidinga ukuresta. Awunyala evideni bathi rest baba rest, idlozi liya rest. Mina ngihlala 2 days nje ngirestile nje. Ngireste. Ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi la bathi okay, now this whole week we need you to work. I need to have the energy to do so. Because angisebenzi ngeipoki, ngisebenza ngedlozi, and idlozi liya affecteka. Mekufika umuntu ngafikelwa abantu abagulayo lana, ngagula yo ngaphalaza umphalazo ocishwa ugcwala u5 liter ngingakaze ngiphuze lutho. That's how much you can be affected by somebody's illness. Ukhona ungakwazi ngisho ukuwalka, ukuhamba ngenyawo, because you are affected by whatever's happening to a person's feet. So that spirit can't be dealing with you ufika ngiphalazisa ngiphinde ngashawe umuntu ngeenyawo ngiphinde ngashawa umqolo and think I'm going to see 50 of y'all today. It's not going to happen. Noma kuthiwa ngiyathanda, it's not going to happen. Okay. Yo, bazalwane, uyakhona ukucalelwa ne ukuthi monomntwana, for example, njengami, ma 8-year-old uhlushwe idlozi. Uyakhona ukuthi ushisele ingane impepho uyicelele emsamo ukuthi ucela bandla bayilinde ikhona ukuthi ikhule ibe njani njani. But I believe ukuthi umntwana wakho, if they're around 16, don't prevent them from initiating. Let them do it, because Twani Gotri Samans, it will be an easier experience for them if they go through it besabancane. The older you get, the harder into also becomes, and the more violent it becomes with you. So I would say, honestly, let your child go through what it needs to go through. At about 16, usukuyicelela isanganga le yami no 8, 9, 10. Angifune sangoma mina sina 8. Lo ngane is still trying to communicate. Lo ngane akaka understand ukuthi ukudina kwayo ungabhubha ungasho umuzi lapha kamakhelwane. Iso ingaka understand yonke le nto. Ingane iso ingaka understand ukuthi yabo wena njoba ungidina nje uzobona intembi yenzeka kuwena. Kanti ayazi ukuthi isimsongele yamqeda lo muntu loyo. So I believe ukuthi a child needs to grow and gain some maturity, and around 16 isuke isikhona. And plus at that stage, I mean at 16 I was still a virgin. So if I had initiated then, I would have initiated ngiclean. Unlike when I was initiating and saying ney'ngane, mkhonyana made wa destroy ey'ndaweni. So sengingena nje etwaseni, khona izinto vele sizirong. Yabona? Khona izinto esizijwayele ukwenzeka ezingasenzeki. Yabona? So nje, yeah, you need to go into, yeah, you need to allow your child to go into things isina level of understanding, but at the same time isane innocence yomntwana. So I always say I wish my mom had listened to me at that time when I was 16 and ihlushwa idlozi, because there's a lot of things that would have been prevented. But at the same time I would have been very vulnerable. That's why abantwana, I know that I have 14, 15, 16-year-olds that have watched my videos on YouTube and they contact me. And unfortunately, ayikho into engizoyikhuluma nengane. When you are underage, when you're still like, in fact, umuntu nje 21 and under, ngidinga your parent, ngidinga umzali. Ayikho into moyingane usafika edlozini, ayikho into ongayenza without your parent, because kunezinto ezidingakalayo. How are you gonna get that? And kunegebengu edlozini. You need your parents to be close to you ezokhona ukubona ukuthi lo muntu lo uganga ngengane yami. Yabo. So you need your parents. So nje mina I would advise, if idlozi lihlupha wena as ingane and umzali wakho akayingeni, I would say wait for your parents aza ingene. Ulokhu uncenga nje, ulokhu uthandazo, uphahla, like communicate. Because even then I wouldn't suggest uthamba eduze kwamanzi. Trust me, ngathatha olwandle, angifisi indaba, angifisi. At 16, hamba nolwandle was not the best thing. Yang-traumatizer. Yo, mengicabanga namanje ngisane trauma. Yes sis. Ningayi kuyophahla emanzini. Phahla endlini, ukhuleka, uthandaza, uhambe esontweni usonto. Isonto lizokhona ukuthi lilekelele lehlise ulaka. Yabo. But as nje ufuthi hayi ukuthi uyeka fire, ufire ngeke ngalutho. Fire nje uzolokhu ufaka ufire wayo nje oyinkinga. Okay. Gogo kodwa kunzima la indlele ilikhuni. I don't even know where to start ngoba ngaya ePhehla in January. After 3 days ngabuyisa soloko ethi ugobelo uzobuya angilande till today. I really need your guidance, Gogo. Sometimes you feel like ayikho le ndaba yami. Yo, hey, moguthi awukho ePhehleni. Here's my thing. Mosephehlweni, I do not help you. Angingeni indaba yomuntu osephehlweni because number one, I've been burnt. Umuntu umsize umnike guidance. Akunyise ahambe yozwana nogobela wakhe usuku wena slim. Yabo, ngathi wena umbizile kuwena kanti angibizanga umuntu. Mina ngiyazikhulumela labazalwane. Ofisa ukuza kumina uyeza kumina. Ongafuni futhi akezi. That's it. I don't ask anybody canvas. Anginawo ama-ads ku-TV. Anginawo. Ngeke futhi ngisoze ngibe nawo ama-ads. Ama-advert ngwawoyi. Yabo. Idlozi, I believe ukuthi mase sengingasafuna ukusebenza ngiyohlala nginganabo abantu engibalaphayo, and that's okay. Because wow, ninikana stress. Ulapha umuntu awulali. Busy ujulukiswe inkinga zakhe. Yena ulela uthula. Kodwa wangisendela imessage. Wathi yo gogo, I slept like a baby last night. Lapho mina nginjengenja ngilele. Kubhlungu gijima izinto ngathi ngigcwala ama-fleas. Yo, umuntu lapho uthi I slept like a baby. Kwathi angimsakaze kudeke kunami ke yena slept like a baby. Mina ngibhizi ngilungile izinto ezimlumayo. Yabo. So ukulapha umuntu ukunikana stress. So I learned a lesson kwalabo engabasiza, of which some I blame uShabalala. I blame you. Wathini wena? Hayi lo muntu lona msizi uyayibona le ndaba yakhe ijule. Ngathi kodwa Shabalala, I mustn't make exceptions. Hayi msizi, just this one person. So uzoyisola makuthi something happens. What did that person do, Shabalala? What did they do? Oh, cover amabhukwe. Yabona ke wangidayisa nje na last time. So umuntu osephehlweni angimsizi. Mongasekho ephehlweni, that's when we can talk. Because if you think you're going to come to me and hide the fact ukuthi usephehlweni, something is going to happen, and something very bad happens. So mina, what I would advise, don't even test me like that. Yabo. Because mozofika mina already, that's why ngingisho ngimkhuza umuntu kusaeli. Ngithi ngicela singaqambelana manga, mengikuhlolela into ungafihli, because umuntu ofihlayo uzodutshwa idlozi lami bese ke ngithi angisaboni. Kanti hayi ngoba ngingaboni, idlozi livele lathi hey futhi lo muntu siyamshiya usijwala uqamba manga. Idlozi alifuni umuntu onamanga. It doesn't matter what's going on, you have to tell the truth. Because iqiniso lisuke vele laziwa. But manje kudala there are certain pieces sometimes that will be missing. Khona ukuthi ngihlolele umuntu, ngimhlolele ukuthi okay, kwenzeka ukuthi nokuthi nokuthi. But then kulo ukuthi nokuthi nokuthi wenzeka khona upiece oxegayo ongaveli. Lo piece engudinga kuwena. And if you don't give me that piece, I then can't help you. So I don't help umuntu osephehlweni. If ungekho ephehlweni, then we can talk. Yabo. Makuthi usuphumile. Because another thing that's going to happen, uzohlala lapha kimi umuntu osephehlweni akahloli. Because uyayiphambanisa wena self into zakho. Wena fanele uthamba abantu bakho ukuthi mebekukhombisa ukuthi ku wrong la, hamba. Yekani ukulokhu nihleli. If ukhona ukuhamba abantu abenzela into right, nina ke nenzela into wrong enihlalelana. Thina sike sihambise abantu sibenzele into right bahambe uthi sharp ke deuces uyabo. Kodwa nje nina ke enenzela into wrong angazi ukuthi nisuke nihlalelana. Ngempela. Idlozi kumele ikukhombisa ukuthi akusekho right la, hamba. Ungahlali. Ngoba uzosola. Uyakwazi ukuthwebula idlozi lakho. Okay, so this is a very common thing. Yini iqiniso yini gogo ukuthi ugobele uyakwazi ukuthwebula idlozi lakho. Mina personally, ne, I'm gonna say uyakhona ukuthi athwebula idlozi lakho. What ugobela can do, ukhona ukuthi acindezele one, noba kuphendule isilwane. Yabo, akusebenza ukuthi idlozi lakho, like okay, I'm making an example. Njengami ngingenela amathwasa la, alright? Yo. Mengenela amathwasa mina la. Ithwasa mina first day ngiyahlolisa. Mekuthi nje khona umuntu ofanele, unless I'm doing online consultations, because that is specific to idlozi lami. Ngeke aze akwazi umuntu ukuhlolela ukwenza online consultation for umuntu oze kumina. But umuntu ongena esigodlweni, ithwasa lami liyakhona ukuthi limhlolele. Mina, there's a way I'll be told ukuthi lo muntu ofike la kahle kahle akazile kumina, uze kuyithwasa lami, uyabona. And there are things that are gonna indicate that I can't say to you guys, because menzazi, then you might use khona abantu abaprojectayo umuntu athi hayi ngeke ngathi bekowami lo, because wakwasho ugogo ubani wathi ukuthi umkhulu washo ukuthi ukuthi no. So that's why khona izinto engingizisho. But mina as ugobela ngizokhona ukubona ukuthi no, le thwasa lo muntu ozohlola uze kule thwasa leli, uyabona. And so what will happen is lo thwasa ke bese ke liyamhlola lo muntu, ne, limhlole lo muntu loyo. Sorry, content confusela, but yeah, limhlole lo muntu loyo, and then lazi ngisho umuthi ekufanele alashwe ngayo lo muntu. Now ugobela, and this is something that my first gobela tried to do to me. Ugobela wami uqala wayengisebenza to the point where wayezama ukuthi ngife mina, and then bese ngiphendula isilwane emsamo wakhe. And if I died under her mpande, what was gonna happen was yonke into yami angithi wayizoyithatha iy'nsila zami nani zasedlozini ayisebenzisa ukuthi ngibe basically, ngibe isilwane nje, mkhovo, whatever, ngibe lento eba khona emsamo wakhe. And then wonke labantu efanele ngabe balapho yimina beza lapha esigodlweni kuyena ukukhuphula amandla akhe, uyabo. So there are things like that umuntu that ugobela can do. Ugobela athathe lamandiki namandawe akho awabophele kuyena, ukuthi kube ngathi amathongo akini awathathe awabophele kuyena, right? Abantu abathakathayo abazi ukuthi how that happens, but yeah, ukwenza into kanjalo, they can do that. That's why ngisho ukuthi idlozi is very mindful ukuthi liphakama kephi. If usakhona ukuphupha, usakhona ukubona izinto okukhombisa khona ukuthi idlozi lisakhona, idlozi litholakala kanzima. That's why ngisho ukuthi vikelana amadlozeni, ningahambi niba abantu abaphuma from this godlo to that godlo to that godlo to, don't do that, yabo. Wait uze ukuthi kwenzakalani kuwe, uyabona. Yeah, so yeah, I would say ukuthi for me, ukuthi ugobela athwebula idlozi lakho is, it's yeah, it would take a lot, but amathongo 100%, amathongo 100%, because yibo labantu futhi monzela izinto abafika baqoqane bahlale emsamo kagobela and wait for you. So labo bantu kubalula ukuthi kugangwe ngabo, but not idlozi lakho. Idlozi lakho is very difficult, yabona. That's why ngisho ukuthi bavikele nawe, ube wash out uqaqa. Okay, anyway, okay, so sorry. Okay, so umkhizela Mnenhle, so Gogo, I'd really like to know ukuthi uzokwazi ngani if indiki lakho or igobongo lakho, if igobongo lakho lenzekile or if lenza ngendlela right. I was told by 3 different people ukuthi alenzekanga, manje ngifisa ukwazi ukuthi ngizobona ngani before ngiyophinda futhi somewhere else, because enye imali leyo. Yo, okay, I'm gonna say this, ne? There are things khona ezinye ngikhona ukuyijulela, but the things eqala efane iqale ngawo. When I speak to somebody and ngibona ukuthi ukhamba lakhe anyusa ngendlela right, alikhuphuka ngendlela right, the first thing I ask them ukuthi, when this process was done for you, kwathini kuwena ngaphakathi? Right? So that's my first thing. Ngiyabona mina ukuthi no, igobongo lakho or inkambi zakho or intwaso yakho ayihambanga ngendlela. I can see that. But now I want to know from you, yini yayisho when this happened. So ngathi umisela uyinkamba, what was happening with you? And I'll tell you without fail, bonke abantu that esengabalungisela lezo inkinga leso have said the same thing. They had izinto ezazenzeka ezayikhombisa at the time ukuthi akuhambanga ngendlela. Omunye washo ukuthi labola ukhamba that day limisiwe, that day. Omunye wathi kwabola inkamba 3 days. Omunye wathi kwaba wathi kwenzakalani manje? Oh, kwavele kwaphela langakhuphuka igwebu. Yabona. Omunye kwaba nephupho kwathiwa le inkamba angazidli. I'm trying to think of all the messages. Sure about that. Yeah, omunye wathi nje, yeah, I think those are the ones. And one of my spiritual children, yeah, na wathi wabona igazi enkambeni. Yabona. Ziphuma igazi like it was blood red, and it can't be blood red. Yabona. So those are like the first indications. And then over time, there were other things that were happening. Yabona. Okhombisa kona ukuthi things were not right. So indaba iqala kuwena ukuthi ngathi kwenzeka lento kwenzakaleni, shiya ukuthi umlaphi utheni. Uyabona? Because if udinga igobongo, that means you have abadala. And abadala kuwena, they need to tell you if they're happy with something or if they are not. So inkinga iqale lapho. So I think both videos, le nale enye, I did say be watchful of things. Trust your people. If into ngeke somewhere, they will tell you ukuthi ngeke izilunge la. Just like ngisho mina ukuthi not everybody ngimhlolelayo ngiyamlapha, but for not wonke umuntu engimlaphayo ngiyamthwasisa. Because people need a specific type of spirit, and you need to allow that. There is no contract between you and a healer that says ngiphoqelekile ukukusiza, now uphoqelekile ukudla ukuhamba. You need to be very, very mindful of those things. Yabona. Because niyothola nisey'nkingeni because niphoqwa abalaphi ukuthi nenze izinto that you really, really don't need to be doing at the time. And another thing enza ukuthi iy'nkamba zingenzeki is umuntu vele akuthatha kufaka ekhambeni angakulaphanga. Umuntu must ukuthi uqala umlaphe and then bese ngene ey'nkambeni. Because iy'nkamba requires some level of cleanliness. Ngeke uzuze ulaphe yonke into before umuntu angene ey'nkambeni. That's a guarantee. Ezinye izinto zizolashwa ukuhamba. Uyabona? But you need to ukuthi uzehlise inkinga. Ungavele nje ube phakathi inside nje into zakho zingahlelekile. Yawona ke shabalala. Khona ugogo ubhalile lana uthi kodwa kuhlikiselani. Uthi ngiphumile gogo, I really need help gogo, please at least online consultation. Kina I'm in Joburg. Babu Shabalala, please ngincengele kugogo. Yabo sikuyaziwa ukuthi wena ufika nomkhuba. Okay, Gogo, please WhatsApp me, ne? I think I did give my WhatsApp number, but my WhatsApp number is 081 548 4108. So just WhatsApp me and we'll talk, ne? um we will talk. Yeah, but hey, mkhwenya wami fika nemkhuba la dabukele naye because la ngizama ukuqina khona ngithi no, I'm not gonna fall victim to this. I'm not gonna feel bad because yabo nani lethe i-stress. Yena-ke bese yavuka esithi hayi, hawu ngeke mama, mlaphe msize. Okay. Okay. Thokoza Makhosi, if idlozi lakho lizithwasisele wena, at what point do you see that you are under training? Okay. For me, I started my spiritual training from idlozi lami after my initiation. So after ngithwasile ngikhona ukuthi now ngiqhubeke ngisebenze ngenze izinto. Then ke ngakhona uku-understanda futhi ke nakhona it wasn't very easy because I have memory loss. You know, I sometimes like when I leave my body spiritually, I tend to also lose my memory a lot. I have gaps in memory. Um, so it has taken a toll on me. Um, and whenever I've been undergoing training, I can't do anything for like a week. So angazi ukuthi bangenzani labantu, but they drain me spiritually. So and they drain me physically. So it's that understanding. Um, Kodwa, what I will say is, I think angabogijimela ukuthi idlozi lakho lizokuthwasisa lona. You need to be shown ukuthi idlozi lakho lizoyithwasisa lona. Yabona. And not ngeke utshelwe yimina, for example, ukuthi hawuyazi idlozi lakho liyakuthwasisa. Yabona, or lizoyithwasisa lona, because that information will only come from them. I think into enibulalayo kakhulu ukuthi sometimes you look for answers from us, and thina sizoqhuba ama-agenda ethu. Uyabona, I had to learn kanzima ukuthi umlaphi sometimes ufuna lento ayifunayo kuwena, and you need to be very weary of that. Yabo, uzigade. Yabo, be very protective of yourself and your spirit, because umlaphi uzoyiqhubela i-agenda yakhe. Yabo, umlaphi afune labo 100,000 laba abafunayo kuwena, and you are willingly giving them because you know udinga usizo. Yabo, and when you're in a position of weakness, you tend to do whatever because ufuna uqina. So I think you just need to be watchful and nikhona ukuthi nibekezelele izimo zenu, because at the end of the day ayikho intwaso eyolunga, spiritual or otherwise, ezolunga without cleanliness. That's why ngichazile ukuthi abantu kuqala babethwasiswa kanjani spiritually, ababehamba nababehamba beye emanzini. Yabo, abantu futhi back in the day, there were more of abantu aba-practice isintu than there are church people. And you grow up in a family, njengey'ngane zami njengoba ngumlaphi mina, zikhule zikwazi ukuphalaza, ziyakwazi ukuphalaza iy'ngane zami 8 and 6, and bayaphalaza. Bayazi ukuthi fanele kuchathwe, bayazi ukuthi bakhula nje under the understanding ukuthi mengiphupha ngidla fanele ngivuke ngiphalaze. Ziyayi-understanda le nto iy'ngane zami. So if idlozi decides ukubathwasisa, they'll be in a position ukuthi bahambe namanzi because babuye, because I have done what I need to do in order to keep them clean and keep their bodies clean and keep their spirits clean. Uyabona? So intwaso is just part of the problem. The other part of the problem is ukulashwa. You have to be healed first. That's why even motwasa, a lot of people call it bathi usalashwa. Yabona. abasho ukuthi uyathwasa bathi usalashwa, because you need to be treated, you need to be healed spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. Everything about you needs to align. So indaba iqala lapho before nje uzucabanga indaba ukuthi bayakuthwasisa noma bakuthwasisi yini abantu bakho. Okay. How do I differentiate between iphupho nje and ukukhombisa ephusheni? Okay. I think with dreams, just like interpretation, iphupho needs to say something to you. You need to feel uneasy about it. Khona into edinga ukunyakaza kuwena mawade uphuphile. Yabo. Uyazi mawade mhlawumbe ulala uphupha John Wick. Engamthatha John Wick, guys. Ulala uphupha John Wick. Yabo. All of a sudden ephupheni wena khona umuntu othatha inja yakho usuhamba ubadubula ke manje labantu usubashaya ngokarate. Suku wena uJohn Wick. Azi ukuthi uyaziphuphela nje. Ufika walala ubuka uJohn Wick usuyavuka nephuphe. I've had dreams like that, by the way. I've had dreams like that ngihambe ngishaya ukarate all over the place. Ukuthi nguthatha up lo karate bengibuka lapha kuJohn Wick. Ngiyabona. Sengihamba ngushaya ke manje sengenza yonke ngishaya ama spin kicker Chuck Norris nje kunzima. Yabo. There are dreams like that. Then you wake up bese uyahleka ukuthi yazi ngifane ngekuphupha ngekukulala ngilona. Ngekukulala ade ngibuka uJohn Wick. Yabo. And then there's ukuthi ube nento obona ukuthi uvuka nje usayizwa ngathi senzeka. Iphupho lelo uyakhonjiswa lapho. Yabona. So you need to trust that. Yabo. And khona amaphupho banabo. Okay, mophupha idlozi. Moba nesibonakaliso isithunzi. And isibonakaliso isikhathi esiningi sifika during the day. So uthola ukuthi uhlele office, ucofa icomputer yakho, uvela ufikele ubuthongo obusheshayo futhi obuyisilima. Mothi usabheka icomputer kanti usuqethukile usulele. Ubone yonke into ofanele uyibone. And then you wake up. As ukuthi lakho ke sibonakaliso ke bekuyisithunywa lesi sizokhuluma. So yeah, those are the ways. I was Gogo ngeke ngize ngiyifunde leliphupho libhalelana. Ngeke ngize ngilifunde and you should know why. I'm not going to read it out loud. But yeah. Bazalwane, angidlile, ngilambile, akekile, ngikhathele, ngiyazela. Yeah. Makhosi uqinisile ukuthi umuntu must listen to the intuition. Abanye abalaphi badlala ngathi ngoba sibasha kwizinto zedlozi. Mina nje ngasizwe inkani ngathola late ukuthi basafuna ukuganga. You know what? Gogo nokwanda lo majolo. Lalelani, I need you guys to understand something. And I'm going to be very clear about this and then I'll wrap up. Bese ngiyahamba. Khathele manje. Lambile. Ngikhule ebelungweni, umama besebenza umlungu. Right? Umama besenza umlungu, ngakhule ebelungweni ekhaya kusindisiwe. I know nothing about nothing when it comes to tradition. When ekhaya we didn't practice anything. Like nje si blank. Uyabona? For me, ukuze ngiyolashwa. Yabona? Ukuze ngiyolashwa mina. I had a white friend. A white friend said to me, "Thandi babes, your problems don't sound normal. Maybe you should look into, your culture." Kusho umlungu. Why is it mina umlungu? You know what? I actually have this other colored friend. Ngoba phela, abelungu are low-key racist, right? So they'll always refer to us by our race. I have a black friend or I have a colored friend or whatever. So I see, I have this colored friend, and this colored friend of mine has got like witchcraft been happening to him. So I think maybe I need to connect you two. Hayi ke umlungu wangiconnecta nomnganakhe. Umnganakhe saxoxa. Wayesethi umnganakhe lalela. I will take you to lo muntu ongilaphayo. And I will pay for anything that person is going to give you. And ngaze ngabona ukuthi hayi khona into engikhiphayo la endlini. Ngoba phela benganamali. And futhi ke I don't trust these things, I don't know these things. Ngiyoqala nqa kumlaphi. Anyway, shabalala la ulesikhathi sokudlala. Anyway, so ngiyoqala nqa shabalala stop it. Ngiyoqala nqa kumlaphi. And bathi laba bazongikhokhelela yonke into engizoyinikwa nengizohlola yonke into. Hayi, sharp. Ngathi no, it's fine. Bathi bazongilanda ngisho ekhaya. Ikhadi nomlungu abantu bafika ekhaya nge-Range Rover elokishini. Bangithatha, athi uma uyahamba nalo belungu, yale eMaritzburg. Ngathi hayi ngiyahamba. Ngahamba. Ngafika ngahlola lapha. And ngathi idlozi wanted me. Not even idlozi, but amathonga akithi wanted me to know ukuthi lento eyenzakalayo kuyiyona. Because the information that person told me, ngangazi ngisho ngitshela ngisho umkhonyana wami. So there was no way somebody could have told me that. Yabo, unless ngempela lo muntu ongihlolilile ungihlolela nje ilento is real, amadlozi are real. Wayesethi uyabo wena umuntu ofana ngabe uyimanje uyalapha. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Like, I don't know. Sekuphuma isingisi manje. I don't know what you're talking about. Wadlalela mntanami ngifundile nami lo muntu beyijudge. Yes. Beyijudge wathi nje ngifundile nami. Kodwa nje wena uyokhishwa kulo msebenzi wenzayo uyohlala phansi. Sebenza idlozi. Ngathi okay sharp ke wanginika iwasho baba wabantu. Ngahamba. Wayesengitshela ukuthi fanele mekuphela le iwasho lezo kupheleni kwenyanga ngifike azongigeza and then uthi ngizoqala ukusebenza. Ngathi imake uchaza ukuthini? Wathi hayi uzofika uphatha ukuthi namaqanda necoke angazi nani ini uzowenza ngazi ini bese ngiyasebenza ngiyalapha. Ngathi okay. Ngahamba ngayikhaya ngatshela uma yonke into engiyihlolele. And some of those things zangikhalisa nje. It was a mess. Hayi zasebenza iwasho zalo baba. So far ngiphinde emuva. Kwaba khona into ethi no. Lento azoyenza akuyona lento esifunayo. Useyasibhedela manje. Angikhona ukunitshela ukuthi biqhamuka leyo ngoba angithi ngishilo. Angazi dlozi, angazi lutho, angazi ngisho ukunderstand ukuthi bathini labantu bakhuluma kanjani. But ibukhiwe idate yonke into kwathiwa nje yila ngingayikhona lapha. Ngangaya ngahlala. And I have done that. Yes, baby. I'm hungry. Oh, thank you, Papa. Yabo ningacomment ukuthi ngishintshe ivoice mase singincenga ngidlale isila. Anyway, so that was the first person zasebenza. But ngangahamba because lento sekufanele ngiphinde emuva sethi ngizogezwa kanje ngenza ukuthi bese ngiyalapha. It didn't sit right with me. Khona into engaconnect and ngangazi ukuthi yini. Nabantu bami bathi nje awuyi. And I don't know how that was happening. Umlapho wesibili engayekena. What's happening? There you go. Umlungu wazambiza ngegama uSibanibani osendaweni yokuthi. Bathi yo, abelungu benza imikhuba enje balamadlozi. Athi uzovala idlozi ngisenze isithunywa kuphela. Kuphu sengibuyile wathini lo baba? Hayi ngeke usaya lapho. Yeah, so wathi ngizwa wangisa kunkosikazi wakhe who came agobela. Wangiswe inkosikazi wakho uthi ayokhuphula imimoya yami. Ngathi yini leyo nto? Wathi hayi ngizofind out khona. Right after lo baba engitshela leyo nto washawa i-stroke. If you guys can still hear me, just like or something. Okay. And it's like, how? Lo baba lo bekhipha imithi. Ama-dots manje seya-connect. Lo baba bekhipha imithi. Lo baba lo usebenza ngedlozi. Kodwa lo baba lo akalenzelanga idlozi lakhe lutho. Angisho igobongo. Yezwa. Kodwa ubhizi wenzela abantu izinto zedlozi. And washawa i-stroke. Eseshawa yini i-stroke? Udedelwe idlozi lakhe. Seliyavuka ke manje idlozi selithi cha papa ngikhona. Wena buthi ungivalile ngale mkhuba yeni yokuthi ngeke ngisebenze ngedlozi ngizosebenza ngesithunzi. No such thing. Idlozi alivaleki. Idlozi umoya lo hey lento engaphakathi kujuleni kwakho it's in your bones, it's in your brain, it's in your air, your oxygen. Like you can't shut that down. Yabo? But kwaba khona into ethini lo baba lo lento adethi uyayenza nakumina njobe engasafuni ukuyidiscussa ingoba khona into efike yamshaya yathi lo mntwana mwalinga wathi umenzela lemkhuba lo you'll be in trouble. Ugobela sengibhedela esethi uyangithwebula whatever she was trying to do, which wasn't really possible, but she was trying to do it angiphendulele izilwane zakhe. It's something that she had, because igobongo lami walenza kahle walenza right ngabona ngaphupha hey wa unlocka lo gogo yabo. So this started happening after igobongo ukuthi no something was not clicking yabo. And cause lo gogo wazwatshela uma wathi hey uyaqala ukuhlangana nengane eqaqeka imimoya kanje ibingakhulanga ngalezinto la ngathi nje shut down ngambhlocka ngenzani uGobels ngobani umoya ungitshela ukuthi lo muntu usenza imkhuba ngami. I didn't know what she was doing, I couldn't explain it. Ngathi nje ngima angisathwasi kulo muntu athi uma uyayeka ukuthwasa ngathi cha ngiyeka ukuthwasa but ngiyeka lo muntu because lo muntu uganga ngami. And this is just half of the story. It's a very, very long story. The point is this. You don't have to know amadlozi. You don't have to grow up namadlozi. You don't have to understand amadlozi. You don't have to know jack shit. Nothing. But igama lithi, if something ingahlali kahle nawe, that means khona into engahlali kahle. Nyakaza uhambe. Because at the end of the day, you will have no one to blame but yourself. If uqhubeka uhlale la kubole khona. Mengikhuluma ngemfihlo edlozini, ngiyikhuluma ngama processes enziwayo. Umuntu methu ulala nawo, umuntu methu uyakuseduce, umuntu methu ukubuka ngendlela ukuthi engathi uyakhalela. Baleka uzephule. If ubona ukuthi umuntu une history yokuthatha umfazi noma ukuthatha umkhwenyana la esigodlweni, baleka uzephule. If umbambile ugobela wakho ekhipha umuthi oronke, baleka uzephule. If ugobela enika umuntu i-wrong information, wena ube nawe uhlolile, wabona ukuthi lento esishiya ugobela akuyona lento evelile emsamo, baleka uzephule. If ugobela is acting like usaqala impilo, kodwa lo muntu uthwasile, kodwa lo muntu is acting like yay ayikho moyisangoma ayikho into eshintshayo, unamanga, baleka uzephule. Everything changes edlozini. Everything about you is altered edlozini. Because you don't matter. That's just the bottom line. Into efana uzinike yona wena self edlozini. Ukuthi mina njengami nguthandi. Uthanda sekho. Uthandi, that's why kuthiwa icala ukubiza umuntu othwasile ngegama. When I call you guys bogogo nomkhulu noma ngithi bazalwane, it's out of respect because khona abanezithunywa la, khona abanamadlozi la, khona abadla amagobongo kuphela la. It's out of respect for your people. Anginandaba nani. Ngihlonipha lento enihamba nayo. Because lento ehamba nayo is the most important thing that carries you in life. Iyona ekuvikelayo ngisho abantu bekucindezela kanjani. Uthola ukuthi umuntu ethi, "Hey, but bengakaze ngidle umuthi bengivikela." Yes, but you have drained your people. Ngokuthi awukaze udle umuthi noma isiwasho. Abantu bakho bebe bekuvikela bekukhombisa ukuthi sisakugwema ey'ntweni eziwukuthi. Uyabona? Wena wathi hayi bazongiphilisa. Yes, bazokuphilisa kodwa kuyofika la kuphela khona amandla. You mustn't abuse your people. But trust in what you walk with. Because what you walk with is what's powerful. Wena awuyilutho. Into ewutho, into angisho njalo ngaso into ewutho is your people. Abantu bakho cha. They're the ones that matter. They're the ones abakhipha bakufaka entwaseni. Ibona abafike bakugade entwaseni. Mase bethi abasekho, then abasekho. And that's it. Entwaseni akubaleka mjolo nami ngashiya indoda. Nansi indoda yami. Siyathwasa nayo, siyenza izinto. Nansi. Ayishiya ngathi indoda zibone. Umnyango uvulekile. Ngathi indoda mazocasha ngami ufuna ubufebe. Nanku umnyango uvulekile. Ngamtshela nje amaqiniso. Ngathi ngeke ngikhone ukuthi ngistresswe idlozi isipoke engasazi ngoba phela kusuke kuyisipoke engasazi. Uyabona? Ngoba ufana nohlanya phela. Ukhuluma nabantu ebusuku abangaziyo noma ukhuluma ubona abantu emini abagijimayo kodwa ababonwa abantu. Uyafana nohlanya. Ngisanganiswa abantu engabazi. Yabo, abafika bathi bamadlozi, abafika bathi bamathonga, abathi bogogo wami umkhulu bami. Angibazi kodwa labantu. Fike ngisanganiswa yibona. Ngiphinde ngibe nestress ukuthi le nto engiyenzayo angiyi-understand and idla imali. Ngiphinde futhi ngibe nezingane. Uyabona? How the hell am I going to deal with umjolo? So umjolo uthatha i-back seat, hayi ngisho i-back seat, uthathe outside seat. Le emnyango. Uyabona? Umjolo ke loyo. Uthi nomkhwenyana unezingane yonke le nto iyaphela mhla ungena edlozini. Ngoba fanele uqale ulungise labantu. And then ungabhekana if indoda kweyakho. Uyabona? If indoda kweyakho izohlala. Nansi yami uthi emnyama ayibonakala. Sorry, ukulamba ke yabona ukulamba kwenze njani? Yabo. If indoda kweyakho noma umfazi kwowakho uzohlala nawe irregardless. Irregardless ukuthi uyathwasa or wenzani, uyalashwa wenzani, uzohlala. That's just the bottom line. So the only thing you have to worry about is going, healing your people, coming back, and then dealing with your life. And if lo ndoda noma lo mfazi does not support it, phuma kulolo demoni. Ngoba umuntu wasemhlabeni ngewuzuza umenze lutho. I had to give up friends. I had to give up my life. I had to give up my jobs. I had to give up things because of idlozi. Ngakhala ngisakhala namanje. Kodwa kwaphela ukube buhlungu. Because at the end of the day, these people do more for you. Do more for you than you already do. Umnyama kanjani papa? Yeah, so that's just the bottom line. Okay, khona uthi bani? Okay, khona umbuzo Thokoza Khehle, can I please ask, I received messages from my ancestors and I was shown to this Mkhulu, but he says we should wait to hear what they want him to do. Is it supposed to be that way? Hey, Gogo, I don't know. Ngikhuluma into eziningi namhlanje, I don't know. Mina into engizoyisho ukuthi umuntu ofanele akwenzele and fanele enze lento eshiwoyo. Yabo. If usukhonjisiwe ukuthi kuthiwani kanjani whatever, he's supposed to do that. But if he's not doing that, I don't know. Angazi, angizingeni indaba zenu. sothatha nalowo mkhulu wakho, angazi lutho mina. Makhosi wakhuluma enye indaba phela. Kukhona umunye ubaba uthi angalivula idlozi bese engifundisa neziwasho. Hhayi, bayasidida shame. Sometimes uyabekezela uthi yi-test ngoba singazi ama-warnings. Hayi, gada ama-warnings gogo, that's all I can say. Thokoza gogo, kumele wenze njani if uphupha uphehle izinkambi ezintathu? Does it mean khona into okumele ngiyenze? Yes, that means ukuthi khona iy'nkambi ezintathu ofanele uyiphehle. Yeah. Thokoza gogo, I'm so glad I caught you live. Thokoza, I'm so happy that you did as well. Yeah, inkani iyasiza, inkani iyaphilisa. Mina ngisho ukuthi umuntu, okay, you need to understand something. There's a thin line between disrespect and inkani, right? Khona ukudelela, khona inkani. Ukudelela is when you just don't want to do things because you don't want to do them. Ukudelela is you not wanting to listen, you not wanting to participate, you feeling like into ethile is beneath you. Inkani is when you can feel ekujuleni kwakho ukuthi abantu bakho abahambiselani nendlela yokuthi. That's why mina even mengilapha abantu ne, or mengenzela abantu into ezase emanzini, for example, umuntu onabantu abadala, umuntu engimthwasisayo. Umuntu engimthwasisayo ngimisa wonke amanzi, ngimisa emfuleni, ngimisa olwandle, ngimisa esizibeni, ngimisa empophomeni. Right? Khona la idlozi elizovuka khona. Then I know ukuthi oh, lo muntu lo uvuka la. Then I know ukuthi fanele mengimenzele into ngigxile kephi, ngigxile la. So it's just that understanding ukuthi ningafike emsamo yabantu nidelele. Fikani emsamo yabantu nazi ukuthi nizowenzani. Yabo, nifike emsamo yabantu nazi ukuthi nizowenzani, nizohlonipha, nizogoba, nizothoba, nizovusa abantu bakho. Hayi ukuthi uzoquestiona, khona ukuthi ubuze nokuquestiona umuntu. Nami ngiyayinaka leyo nto. There's you wanting to know something, and then there's you ungidelela. And I will not tolerate that. Ukubuza umbuzo akoni, ukubuza umbuzo kuyakha ngoba sometimes uyophupha into abantu bakho bekubuza ukuthi siyenzelani lento. Fanele ube nencazelo ukuthi niyenzelani lento. Ugada inhlonipho yakho esigodlweni. Kodwa inkani ibalekile uma umuntu edlozi ngoba sisebukhosini sonke. Yabo, sisebukhosini sonke. Yeah, shame. Kube kuhle kube mhlophe clearly, I don't know. Siyavaleka kodwa.